California is in the middle of a deadly fire season, also extreme drought, and to help deal with these conditions, the US Forestry Service has been working with Native American tribes to try to regrow open spaces, turning them into more drought and fire-resistant land. Today in the 4x4, we are taking 4 minutes during the 4 to examine this tribal partnership.
And joining us now is Dirk Charlie from the US Forest Service and Ron Good with the Norfolk Mono Tribe. Ron, let's start with you. Can you give us some specific examples that you've been passing along to the US Forest Service?
Well, mostly just trying to clear the land for what doesn't belong on the meadow, and checking everything off so that the meadow can be itself again.
So what's the importance of restoring the meadow? I think you're going that direction.
What's that?
What's the importance of restoring meadows?
Oh, water is the number one importance, but number two is we look at our meadows like we do like a shopping mall. Everything belongs out there, and when we do species monitoring, we find that there's 100 to 150 different kinds of bugs and butterflies and bees and birds and bears and everybody that lives out there on this meadow. So they got to have food and they got to have water.
Well, and Dirk, how does this partnership specifically help the Forest Service? Could you do this on your own, and would you be in worse shape, or would we all be in worse shape without this help, without this partnership?
Without this partnership, we would just be setting ourselves up for failure. Working with the Native American people, utilizing their traditional knowledge in order to take care of our lands, the lands that they've worked with for thousands of years. By taking care of public lands in this manner in your partnership, we're actually building ways that maybe we could utilize some of these meadow areas as potential natural barriers for a safety zone, escape routes in the event of a wildfire. But also as an employee, we're giving back to the land, taking care of it, working in conjunction with the local tribes to make a positive impact and bring it back the way the land used to be.
And Ron, what kind of manpower does this kind of take, resources to pass along? I mean, do you use volunteers, or these people who are being paid?
We'll use anybody and everybody that wants to come out, whether they're volunteers or workers. We get small grants, big grants, donations. We do anything and everything that we can to keep working. It takes about 20 to 30 days per meadow to be able to go in there and clear, and you got to keep coming back year after year because, well, a lot of the stuff that we took out came right back the next year because it's loving it now. We had water in the meadows all summer long.
Well, Ron, I also heard it took a decade to get through one meadow. Is that correct?
I have one meadow that I've been on for 13 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Let's talk about the volunteers, though. If someone at home says, you know what, I'm interested in this, I want to get involved, how do they contact you? How do they get involved with you?
We have an email address, and we have a Facebook, Norfolk Mono Tribe, and I'll answer everybody that responds to that.
And are you getting a lot of questions or inquiries, I should say, besides the U.S. Forest Service, other firefighting agencies kind of knocking on your door?
We have, but right now what we're doing is the encroachment removal is the prime objective first. And then there's a lot more to meadow restoration, from the gully erosions and roads and old historic features like the railroad that went through these meadows. All that has to be restored and repaired down the road for it to be completely restored. But right now, got to get off everything that's sucking up the water. And you'll notice in the pictures, one point that I wanted to make was we open up everything to the sides as well, because that's part of our ecological knowledge, is to be able to see through, look through the forest, look through to the other side so that you can be able to see what's going on. It needs to be open so that when rain comes, snow comes, that can all hit the floor and not be caught up there in a thick canopy where you lose 20% of your precipitation
Right.
Well, let's hope the rain and snow actually come this winter.
It's going to take a whole lot of work. Dirk, Charlie with the Forest Service, and also Ron Good with the North Folk Mono Tribe. Thank you both for joining us today.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
All right. Well, there are 2 dates coming up to volunteer and join the tribe in their work on October 3rd and 31st from 10 a.m. until about 3 in the afternoon. You can contact the tribe and join. We posted a link to their Facebook under web links at ktvu.com.